Hi crocheters of the world! In this tutorial I want to show you how to crochet this swirl flower hot pad, and I know that you saw it everywhere on web, and because it's a pattern that yes, there is, I don't know, I think it's really old, but I like it so much. It's so nice, and I think that worked in cotton thread can be a really nice Christmas decoration. I will work now with, and I worked this one with acrylic yarn, DK yarn, medium worsted yarn, and with a 3.5 millimeters hook. So normally this yarn, I crochet this yarn with a 4 to 4.5 millimeters hook. But the idea is that I want, and actually you want to have a thick work. Okay, so that's why I'm working with 3.5 millimeters hook. Okay, now so a well-shaped, a thick, yes, work. And as you can see, it's all worked with a single crochet. Only the beginning is with the double crochet. So let us begin. I found somewhere on web the pattern, but I really don't remember where, and I really modify it a little bit. I just put 8 petals. I think it's better for the border when we actually join together all the petals. And there is something else, I don't know, that I modify. Yes, it's the petals, the number. And I also want to create, I will try to make a square from this. That's why I worked it with 8 petals. So I will try. I hope to succeed, but now let us focus on this pattern. Okay, so I want to begin with one of these colors, with this one. Now we begin with the magic loop or magic circle, chain 1 and 2 more for the first double crochet, and now we want to work 15 more double crochets all around the first round of the flower. So 15, we have the chain 3 plus 15, we'll have 16 double crochets all around. So I worked my 15 double crochets, and now I will pull the yarn here, the tail here, to close my magic loop, and slip stitch into the third chain of the beginning chain 3. Okay, and now we will go on with the second round, and we will form the petals. For the petals we need 21 chains. So begin with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to tell you something very important here. Work loosely the chains, because it's into the chain that we will work the first round. So we will work single crochets into each of our chains, so it's very important to work loosely the chains. Okay, now 1, 2, 3. So yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So 21 chains worked loosely. Now skip the very next double crochet, and into the next work a slip stitch, and again we will continue on like this all around to create our petals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 and 21. And skip the very next double crochet and into the next insert the hook and work a slip stitch to join. So now we have 2 petals here, and we will go on and work until the end of the round. Of course, we will have 8 petals. I almost finished all my petals. Actually, I worked here my last 21 chain of 21 for the last petal. I just wanted to show you. We will skip the last double crochet and we will insert the hook actually here into the very first where we began, and we will slip stitch to join. Okay, and this was the first round, and we have here something that it mostly looks like a spider than like a flower, but will be a flower, a swirl flower. Okay, now I just joking. Now let us begin, and we will begin by working into the first 10, and this is why I said that it's very important to have a nice and loosely chain. We will work into the very first 10 chains. We will work single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So I worked into my first 10 chains, 10 single crochets. Now into the very next I will work 3 single crochets. So 1, 2 and 3. And now I will go back on my remaining 10 chains of the first petal with 10 single crochets. So 1 single crochet in each of my 10 remaining chains. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, and this is my first petal with the first round of 4. There will be 4 rounds of single crochets. Okay, now we will continue on. It's very important. It's very important to count in this pattern. Counting is really important. Now we will skip the slip stitch and we will go exactly into the first chain of the next petal with 21 chains, and we will work exactly the same. So 10 single crochets on the first 10 chains. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now into the very next I will put 3 single crochets. So 1, so actually it's on the top, 2, 3. So we have 21 chains, we worked 10. Now into the next I put 3, and now I will go back with 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I have 2 more, which is perfect, 9 and 10. Okay. And this is how we have to go on for the rest 6 petals left here unworked. And this will be our first round. Okay, so 10 on the first chain, 10, then into the 11th chain you will work 3 single crochets, and you will go back or down with 10 more single crochets. Skip the slip stitch and go on, continue on. Okay, I will finish the first round and I will be back to show you how to change color. I will change color in each of our 4 rounds. So I will show you how to change color and how to work your second round for the petal. So I almost finished the round. I just want to show you how to change color. So I'm working my last single crochet, insert the hook into the last chain, pull the yarn, and we have the 2 loops on the hook, and we don't want to close to finish the stitch. We will take the next color that we want to work with and fold like this, then put the loop on the hook and pull through the 2 loops on the hook like this. And now we can just cut the yarn and we want to continue on. So now to continue on, we will work into the very first single crochet and we will go. Now we worked 10 plus 3 plus 10 on one petal. This means that we have 23 single crochets. Okay, so now we work on one side of the petal, we will work 11 single crochets. Then into the very next, on the top here, we will work 3 and we will go down, go back, go down with 11 more single crochets. So I will insert the hook into my very first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 into my very first single crochet here. Okay, like this, and work 1 single crochet. Then I will go on and work 10 more. So I said 11. 1, 2, 3. I'm working the tails on the back side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And 11, the 11th, is actually the first of the group of 3. Okay, into the next one I will work 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And I want to go back with 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11, and this is where we finished our first petal, and we will begin the next one with 11. Then on the top we will work 3, and then we will go back with 11 more. So as you can see now, actually the petals begin fold without nothing else, without no help. Okay, so actually this is the shape that we want for it, so it's okay. Now, as I said, that's why I said before that it's very important to count. So now for the second petal we will work the same thing. So begin with the first single crochet, very next single crochet, and count and work 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So this is the first of my 3 of the previous round. And now on the top, into the single crochet on the top, we work 3 single crochets, and we will go down with 11 more single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And this is how we have to go on for the rest of this second round. So 11 on the top, so into the second of the group of 3, we will work 3 single crochets and then 11 more. So I almost finished. I have my last 12 single crochets side to work of my last petal. So 1. I just want to say another thing, that we don't count these 3 single crochets that we work together. So we count 11, we work this, and 11 more. So we don't include these 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And now I just want, this is my 11, I just want to change the color again, so I don't finish my last single crochet. I just cut the yarn, and here it is. I think I will put the green. The other green that I have here. Okay, now I changed the color and I am ready to go on with my third round of single crochets. Now we worked 11 on one petal, 11 plus 3 plus 11. 11 plus 11 are 22, plus 3 we have 25. This means that on one side we will have to work 12. We will work then the 3 together and then 12 more on the other side. So on this third round, so insert the hook into the very first single crochet and work 1 single crochet, then 2, I'm working on my first petal, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And now we stop here, and the 12th stitch must be the first of my previous group of 3, and it is, and this is well. Now into the very next stitch we work 3, so 1, 2, 3 single crochets, and then we just want to go back with 12 more, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And this completes my first petal, my third round of the first petal. And now I will go on in the same manner. So I will work 12 into the very next single crochet. I will work on the top of the petal. I will work 3 and then 12 more, and so on all around. So don't skip any single crochet here. You will work exactly into the very first single crochet. So it's here that begins the next petal, okay? So it's into the very next. You will work 12 into on the top here. You will work 3 and then we'll go back with 12 more. Okay, so go on and finish your third round, and I will be back to show you how to work your fourth round and then the final border. So I finished the third round too with 12, 3 on the top of on the single crochet on the top plus 12, which means that I worked in each of my petal 12 plus 12, which is 24, plus 3, which is 27, a total of 27. Now, on my last round of single crochets, I will work 13 plus 3 single crochets on the top, on the single crochet on the top, plus 13. Okay, so this is my last single crochet, and again I want to change color, so fold like this, put the loop on the hook, keep the yarn, and pull through all 2 loops that we have here. Now, as I said, I want to work 13, so I insert the hook into the very first single crochet, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I said 13. And now I am on the top, so on the top means the second of my group of 3 single crochets worked together on the previous round, and in this single crochet I want to work 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And I will come down with the same number of stitches of single crochets, which is 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And here is actually the last, I worked the last stitch of the first petal, and now into the very next one I will begin counting 13 for the next petal, plus 3 plus 13, so the same thing. And you can see the flower, the petals fold by itself, so we will not need. Can you see the shape? It's actually in the way we're working it. So because we don't skip any single crochet, we just go on and work one in one the petals, so continuous working, and that's why we obtain this nice swirl effect. Okay, go on and finish your last round. So you will have 13 plus 13, which is 26, plus 3, which is 29 stitches on one petal, on each of your petals at the end of this last round. And we'll have only to put the border. I finished the third and the last round, and now I just want to insert the hook into the very first single crochet and to slip stitch, chain 1 to secure, and you can just cut the yarn. Now look what we have here. Actually the petals, as you can see, are folded, already folded when you finish the entire pattern. Okay, now what we want to do, because we want to give it a perfect shape, we need this border, and for this border actually I work 5 and 5 and 3 in the middle. So I will work with this because I wanted to make it a little bit, let's say, I don't know, maybe it's not the right moment. You can work them all in red and put a metallic golden thread for the border, and you'll have a really wonderful hot pad, or maybe oh my gosh, for the glasses, under the glasses. Really nice. Okay, so I will work with the green for the final round and the border. So as I said, somewhere in one of our petals randomly, so we have 1, 2, 3, our group of 3. Okay, into the first, from the first, sorry, here, okay, from to the right side, from the first, 1, 2, 3, the 3 work together. Okay, now from the first I will count 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the fifth I will insert the hook and work 5 single crochets actually. So join the yarn, chain 1, and into the same stitch work your first single crochet, then second, third, fourth, and fifth. And now into the second of our 3 work together into the previous round, work 3, 1, 2, and 3. Now go back, go down with 5 more single crochet, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, oops. Okay, and now we want to skip into the fifth of the next, so I will count in the same manner. So this is my 1, 2, 3, and into the third or the first, depends on where you begin to count, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the fifth I will insert the hook, and I want to keep in tension because I don't want to make a large space in between the petals, and I single crochet and then single crochet into the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, a total of 5, 4 and 5. And on the top, into the second of the 3 work together, work 3 single crochets and 5 more single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so this is how I work my border to obtain a nice finished project. Now I work my 5. Now I will just count the same manner. 1, 2, 3 from this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Insert the hook into the 5th and pull the yarn and work a single crochet, the first of our 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And we want to insert the hook into the top single crochet here and work 3 single crochets and again 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we skip on the next. We will count 1, 2, 3, and from the third 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 5th, insert the hook and pull the yarn through it and single crochet. And this is what I have. Okay, so now just go on, continue on like this until the end, and you will finish with this round you will finish the project. As you get to the end, you will find out that the flower tends to fold, to curl like this, but this is no problem. I am working on my last petal, my last 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I just want to tell you this because it happens. So a slip stitch into the very first and chain 1. It happens, and I don't know why actually. Can you see? But you will just can arrange it like this and it's perfect. So you can also iron it a little bit with something over it. Okay, so you just iron it a little bit, but it stays in place actually. There is no problem, not to worry about. Okay, so these are a little bit like this. Okay. And yes, the effect it is, but it is really nice, and it stays flat too, so there is no problem. Actually, you can see it stays flat and it's okay. Now this is the project that I wanted to share with you, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please subscribe for more tutorials if you like what you see so far. And see you at the next tutorial.